I'm really happy to be here indeed, and it's I feel it has a certain amount of symbolism that indeed for me in my office the last visit of this kind comes to Kenya, comes to Africa, to the continent which has got a lot closer to Estonia and Estonians in the last 5 years while I've been the president of Estonia. And why it has got a lot closer is because we have the wonderful startup community who is young, very dynamic, and has found the well-developed markets to be saturated. And therefore, they've turned their eyes to this continent. And as humble politicians, what do? We follow our people, our businesses. And that's why the relationship between Kenya and Estonia, this continent and Estonia, has really, really developed deeply. We actually together right now in the Security Council. And we all know why small nations are elected to Security Council. Because we are the stickers about international rules and regulation. Because we have no power to stand up for ourselves without this support. Multilateral system makes sure that our independence is sustained and that our prosperity and our development is possible at all. Multilateral community leverages our might in this world. And indeed, you are extremely strong in pushing environment and security issues, and we support you there. In October, we look forward to these discussions. We have been pushing digital security into Security Council because after all, when we are doing digital transformation, our sovereignty one day will depend that our systems work, that our citizens can log on and they have 24/7, 365, their state ticking along for them. And this indeed is a word of warning. When you are now getting on this path of digitalizing all your government services, people will demand more and more. And you know, Estonian citizens are extremely angry when it's sometimes, you know, system is down for maintenance for 2 hours. Trying to explain Estonian citizens that, let's say, tax board is not working tonight from 23 to 1 o'clock in the morning is a horror for every politician and civil servant. Trying to tell Estonians that, you know, people in the other countries still go to the government offices. Well, first, they don't believe you unless they've lived outside Estonia. And I have to tell you that me, myself, when I once moved away from Estonia and went to live elsewhere, it was this feeling like, why are you sending me to wash the clothes in the river? Washing machine has been invented. And it's not top-notch technology what we do in digital. Actually, it's tried, tested, works every time, the millions of times you work, which means it's cheap. It doesn't demand, broadband. It can function on the mobile phones. And this is important because, you know, the best technology, the expensive technology, like putting a man on the moon, actually benefits very few in the society. I mean, hands up whose life was changed by the fact that somebody landed on the moon. Nobody. Hands up whose life was changed because they got a car, a washing machine. I mean, there are many. Indeed, men for cars, women for washing machines. You see, it doesn't need to be a technology which is top-notch and expensive. And this is what is our message. Let's start growing a digital nation in Africa. And let's start from Kenya. You already have digital ID. From here on, you can go from strength to strength, and our businesses around in this room also can advise you, but they will always work with local partners. You know why? Estonian workforce is 650,000 people. Bolt alone, who is really also in your market in 17 towns, employs 300,000 people globally. You see the differences. So our businesses grow your own startup sector. Our digital companies need your legal advice, language skills, and for you to provide maintenance to your own built systems. They do it tailor-made. We are not a big company who says, this is my product, adapt your needs, please. We listen to you, we work with you, and therefore we can really build strong sectoral partnerships. And as we've been discussing today, it would be very useful to start with small babies, because registering every child in a digital system allows you to go for vaccination, schooling, etc. thereafter. Which also brings me to the fact that I am the global advocate for women and children. And if you can make this happen, I will take Kenyan example, run around the world and tell everybody. Every child globally can be registered via mobile phone. What are you waiting for? Kenyans did it. And this would be something which we could actually help the whole world to take a huge step ahead. And this is about it. You are now a middle-income country. We are also quite well off. There are so many who are worse off than us. We have to contribute. And, well, I would now like to really raise a glass to Kenya and Estonia. I mean, working together, developing bilateral relations, and helping this world in general run better. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you. What a great pleasure and honor it is to receive a colleague who has become a friend, the President of Estonia, who is making a historic visit to this republic, given the fact that she is the first Estonian president to visit the Republic of Kenya in any capacity. So it's a special occasion. And to really say how this is something that I think we both can agree has been a long time coming, from the point of view that as two countries, I call them both small, and she dared me to say, how can you say small? I'm 1.2, you're 50. But two countries that really have had, in many ways, similar experiences, have had and share similar ideals, and two countries that want to punch above their weight, which we intend to do. Countries that are interested in regional and global peace, countries that are interested in seeing the multilateral system work, countries that are interested in seeing private sector deeply entrenched, creating jobs and opportunities, especially for our young people, countries that are keenly interested in climate change agenda and issues, countries that are not necessarily living on the back of natural resources, but living on the wealth and talent of their people.